To Kevin Knox. Fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To Mikal Bridges. Gets it at the top of the key. Beyond the arc for three. Off the mark. No good. Payton with the basketball. His guys down big. Kevin Knox powers it through. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Marcin Gortat tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Tough make through traffic.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Payton. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Goes to the left side. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss. Kevin Knox to Payton. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Now a whistle and a timeout.
Substitutions, Phoenix. Subbing in for the New York Knicks, number 30, Julius Randle.
Layup goes down. Well done.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Kevin Knox to Gortat. Yes, Marcin Gortat. 3 for 6 now. And scores.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself. When you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
For 3. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Hey, double screen.
Payton to Kevin Knox. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Has a look. Bullock can't connect. Fires the 3. Oh, that's how it's done.
Look, the reality is some players have it and some players don't. There's a reason why they call him the one.
Payton into the front court. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. To Payton. From the outside, no good. To Mikal Bridges. From long range, he was all over him. Payton with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Kevin Knox. Payton to Kevin Knox. Here's a chance from long range. Missed it. Yes, Marcin Gortat. 4 out of 7.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
The follow won't go either.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Dario Saric trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Payton into the front court. He'll run the offense. With a drop step. Rebound Bridges.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Payton on the drive, but it won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Lets it fly from long range. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Almost, but no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
For 3, now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Shakes free and hits.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter. Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
The possession lies with New York. To Kevin Knox. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Over to the right side. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
See the three, be the three. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court, but you got something different. You got that moxie.
Oh, the whistle. Okay, take your hands off of me.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
That misses with a second to go. It's the Suns with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns came away with the victory in this one, and some people may disagree, but the Knicks didn't get the victory they wanted here.
Game track. Assists.
The Phoenix Suns were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assist.
Player of the game.
We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Check out the upcoming games for the New York Knicks. The Suns were solid in today's victory. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Phoenix Suns. The Knicks didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Assists.
The Phoenix Suns. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
got no time for that. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. How could you wish you never play me? Had no time for that. Play me, you got no time for that. How could you move it like you call you back? Leave me alone. Run it on the box. Leave me alone. You gonna what? Leave me alone. Run it on the box. Leave me alone. Yeah. Hey, yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. You was my little, I was fine with that. How you just gon' play me? I ain't fine with that. Thinking about you daily, crazy while I'm flexing. Oh, we was flexing. Always I told you that you be a star. Goals in our checklist. Question or check your message. Knew that I come from the start. Or she was texting. She called. Yeah. Leaving them gone. Yeah. She on. Yeah. Dreaming we on. Yeah. Ay. Drop is a coupe. Dropping the top of my car. Ay. I cannot click, man, she playing her part. Yeah. Ay. Life is new, I like dark. Ay. Asking myself, how I she leave her like in the dark. Like, leave me alone. Run it on the box. Leave me alone. You gonna what? Leave me alone. Run it on the box. Leave me alone. Yeah. You can't play me, I'm just till I'm lazy like a throwback. You ain't know that. My like I'm Lil Kodak. No, where it ain't good at. I can't sweat you. I'm like who that? I can't sweat you. I don't do that. No. Hey, tell you the truth. I ain't want you to depart. Hey, I'm with you, but I kept with you cause you different. You can't play your part. No. Hey, tell you the truth. I'm with you from the start. Hey, I cannot. Not playing a part. Like, leave me alone. Run it on the box. Leave me alone. You gonna what? Leave me alone. Run it out the box. Leave me alone. Yeah.
Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up.
We got London on the track.
Hey, I need 2 votes.
Much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new Hulk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my shoes off. You don't argue with these, just let them tools talk.
For Complex News, I'm Pierce Simpson. Everybody's been buzzing about the One's play leading up to All-Star Weekend. It's rare for rookies to make the All-Star team, but the One keeps playing at this level, he might just get voted on. For Complex News, I'm Pierce Simpson.
My girl, so talking about what? I got nothing, man. I got nothing on no name. No, straight like that, dude.
Mike Wilmer.
Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Nothing gets to me too close. Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Be doing the most. Ducking. In my guide, design your post. Look in your eyes and I see, hold on, be surprised when you see. Nothing for no nothing. Nothing gets to me too close. Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Be doing the most. I was ducking. Me and my guide, design your post. Look in your eyes and I see, hold on, be surprised when you see. cops, you can't be the cops. I can't play myself out like that. Keep getting that dope. Counting mine, won't be trying to get no on my note. I would die bad on my luck, my dog like farmers go. Ain't been sweet, but neither is me, so my need 300 or more. I keep close, phones, but I don't boast. I know what it's like to not have that ain't gonna try me without saying I win. Gon' disrespect the try my straight up out that 6 ain't with what I'm with you getting dismissed. I give a fatal jet a kiss. Come through. What time you wanna, ain't got no time to get. I can't leave my foot down bad like that, guess I'm just gon' slow. Partner say he got just where I'm focused. Need to focus more, that's ain't no. He ain't gon' like that, step on my free world out there in the bluffy side, just might see me and can't turn me down, this ain't that vert. Got all was on we cook, got off them. Got up every time I feel the dip, got up every time I feel the dip. You look fair to mention when you gossip in your kitchen higher. Down in prison higher, down in trenches, huh? Come through. What time you wanna,
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the sack.
It is NBA action on EA Sport. The Hornets secure the opening tip as they get the basketball first. We're underway in Charlotte. That's out.
All right, let's do it. Substitutions, Phoenix.
4-3. Message received. Well defended. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilize it a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His team up by 1. Screen coming. Offensive rebound. That's going to be out of bounds. Rozier into the front court. Leads just a point. He gets it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's Suns ball. Here's a chance from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Rozier with it. Leads 1. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
unable to connect on the free throw. Count the bucket for 2.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Here comes the screen. To Nick Batum. Has a chance. Nikola Batum. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Has a look. Rebound grabbed by the Hornets. Batum to Rozier. The drive right to the basket. Almost, and he's not getting the call. To Mikal Bridges. Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Looking to make something happen. Rebound taken by Baines. Trying to cash in. Gets a shot up off the mark. Rozier into the front court. He'll run the offense. Batum to Rozier. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Batum. And the finish off the nice step through.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Phoenix has the ball. Fires the three. Not easy.
Well, there you have it. The defense just took notice of this young player on that previous shot. Guarantee you they won't leave him open next time.
Rozier with it. All tied up, 13 apiece. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Has a chance. Won't go.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Come on, please. Give me the ball. Give me the ball.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Hey, look. Sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Going to launch beyond the arc. Smothering D. Stays in bounds. Really good hustle. Lets it fly from long range. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Nikola Batum, 3 for 4. Good start.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Batum. Can't connect.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
We got this. Let's go. Substitutions, Phoenix. Into the game for the Hornets. Number 41.
To Nick Batum.
Cut it.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. So the possession stays with the Hornets. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel.
We got this. Let's go. Substitutions, Phoenix. Subbing in for the Charlotte Hornets. Number 14, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Phoenix with it. Off the assist.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
I'm here. I got ball. Here we go. I got him.
And he finishes at the rim.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
For three, he was all over him. Frank Kaminsky sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Easy path to the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Everybody clap your hands. I'm on D. Come on, yo.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you.
Hey, watch the pick. Come on, yo. Shot.
Not that time.
Ooh, clear out. Got you.
Add 2 points to the board.
I like that one.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Booker. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Hornets have the basketball.
So I got him.
Probing the defense. Short jumper won't go down.
This is my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball.
Michael Beasley with the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Beyond the arc for three. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
I got ball. Get through. Here comes the screen. That's all.
Not that time. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Suns. They've got it now.
I got him.
Porter. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
Hey, match up. ISO.
5 on the shot clock. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. The follow won't go either. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Beasley's shot won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Hornets at the controls of this one. Trying to cash in. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And the rebound belongs to Phoenix. Oh, he had him there for a second. From the painted area, won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Short jumper stays out. To Booker. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Devin Booker at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Off the mark at the line. Calls out a...
We know what's coming. Go get him.
Subbing in for Charlotte, number 2, Williams. Entering the game for the...
And the nice finish at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
From long range, he engulfed him that time. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys lead here early stages, 3rd quarter. To Mikal Bridges. That one's going to be out of bounds. Connect from inside.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
Watch the cutter, man.
To Mikal Bridges. And he hits.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Rozier into the front court. Leads just a point. Nikola Batum. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
I got him. Here we go.
To Batum. To Rozier. 4-3. Won't go down. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Charlotte basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. to Nick Batum. Here comes the screen. Shot clock winding down. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
To Batum. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Aaron Baines with the block. Shot clock violation.
Come on, it's important.
Fires the 3. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Turns and slams it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Rozier with it. Lead stands at 7. Here comes the screen. And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 2 for Charlotte.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Yes, sir.
Great feed. Tough make through traffic.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Hornets right now in possession to Nick Batum. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Booker, not that time. He misses. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
First try at the line, no good.
Subbing in for the Suns, number 11, Ricky Rubio.
Hey, the Sun game.
Missed the second. 0 for 2. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
That's me. I got ball. Big right.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. Rebound taken by the Hornets. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Up by 3. To Batum. Driving right to the basket. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Fires the 3. Shakes free and hits.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
A pass stolen by Phoenix.
Neck and neck, they couldn't get anything on that possession. Let's see if we can get a bucket in transition.
Nice pass to set things up.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Frank Kaminsky swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
It's Phoenix ball to Kelly Oubre. Shot from the lane won't go. Baseline drive. Kelly Oubre with a piece. Deep three at the buzzer. No time left on this quarter. The Suns have the lead. Hornets with the first possessions here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, baby, here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Gets it in the right corner.
Right.
To Rozier.
Going up.
Off the mark.
Good job, bro. Good job.
Can't connect from in close. To Porter. Swings it. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. Rozier into the front court. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
It goes down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Aaron Baines snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
For three, shot off the mark. Good defense. Cruises inside for two.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Into the front court, it's Booker. All tied up, just underway in this fourth quarter. Rozier with it. Looking to make something happen. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. To Booker. Look out, Devin Booker. Now 4 for 9.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Suns with the basketball. Booker. The shot, almost. Beyond the arc for three. Count the triple.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
This is not the time to have a mental lapse.
Into the front court comes Smith. The deficit now up to 5. To Nick Batum. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Porter.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
From long range. And knocks it down.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Here comes the screen. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
The jumper's off the mark. 4-3. That no good, off the mark. To Booker.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
A pass stolen by the Hornets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Charge with the board. Booker with it. Up by 6. Gets a look. And a putback slam.
When you let him get inside position like that on the glass, you can expect that every single time.
Charlotte with the basketball. To Rozier. Goes reverse to lay it in.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Booker. And the reward, he is going to the line.
All right, that was a little bit of a gamble there, but not a terrible move sending him to the free throw line.
First one, count it.
Right back to you.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Good shot.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Nice pass to get things going.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Rozier into the front court. Margins 8. Michael Beasley with the slam.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
And here's the foul. Right now it's a 2-possession game, so if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Oops, he missed the first one. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Rozier with it. The margin standing now at 7. To the rim, lays it up and in.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Aaron Baines powers it through.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
And the Suns right there for the rebound. And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And gets both to drop at the line. Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's the Suns with the victory as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, Log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns
got the win in a nail-biter, and it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Phoenix Suns. The Hornets are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today. The Charlotte Hornets got their score from the guys you're seeing here on screen.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game.
Who was gold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.